Welcome to the Rusty Garage and Homestead. My name is Mike, and in today's video, I'm going to show you a cheap tool that I feel every small engine needs to have. They're easy to install. I'll show you how to install it and show you or tell you kind of why you may want one on your small engine. So let's get to it. All right, so what I'm referring to, most small engines don't come with them. They should, I feel, but this one's a little more elaborate. I'm talking about mainly an hour meter. This one is a service hour meter, an hour meter, and a tachometer. And it can do 1 cylinder, 2 cylinders, or 4 cylinders, 2-stroke and 4-stroke engines. So we'll have to program this one for what we have on this engine, and then we'll get it hooked up. I think this is cheap insurance unless you're really good about remembering how many hours you put on a piece of equipment. In my experience, it's easy to forget about some and not necessarily get them all. Keeping your small engine serviced is pretty much the life of that engine. So the better eye you can keep on it, I think the better off you're going to be about staying on top of your services like you should be. Quick and easy to program and to hook up and or install. So I'll show you how to do this. This is just an induction style. We're going to find a place somewhere. Some hour meters run off vibration and you'll need to mount it somewhere on the engine. This one is not. It's an induction style, like I said. So we're going to find a place somewhere out of the way, somewhere it's not going to get a lot of heat on it, and somewhere where it's easy for us to see. So let's get this thing programmed and get it installed. So for starters, I'm going to get the battery compartment opened on this because, yep, it's got a little plastic tab in there. We'll get the battery put back in so we can get this thing programmed for the engine that we have on the splitter, which is a 4-stroke 1-cylinder. And this thing was literally like $12, $14. I'll leave links to it down in the description and the pinned comment for it. But let's get it set. We need a 4-stroke 1-cylinder. So it's going to measure 1 spark for every 2 revolutions. And it's good up to 20,000 RPM. So we need to set this. Okay, 1P. We need 2R. Service off, data hours. 1P, 2R. That's what we want. Service. I want the service on. And we'll be able to set the service hours. I'm going to go ahead and set the first service on this machine. Okay, 25 hours is what we're setting the first service to. I'll look in the owner's manual, and if it says anything different, even if it says like 100, I'm still going to change it at 25. But for the normal interval, I'm sure it's probably going to be 100 hours or something, but I'll leave it up on the screen of what it is recommended. That'll be Vanguard's recommendation on what the service hours should be. So we've got our hours. That's the model. We got 25 for our service hours. So we can shut it off by holding both of these, and it turns it off. And as soon as it detects an impulse, it'll turn it back on, or if you hit either one of these buttons, it'll turn it back on. And it's off. Okay, let's get this thing installed. Okay, now this thing does come with some 3M Velcro. One of them's got a hole in it so you can put it around the battery. I'm going to use that for now. Eventually, I'll probably end up finding a place to permanently mount it. This does have 2 holes in it, so we can just drill and tap somewhere on this splitter and get this thing attached permanently. But as far as hooking this thing up, real simple and straightforward. Take your induction wire. Basically, we're gonna mount this wherever we want to put it, and then bring this back around to the spark plug wire, and we're gonna wrap around that spark plug wire 5 times, and then run the end back into itself and zip tie it like so. You know, it'll come down, wrap around the spark plug wire, and then loop back into itself. We'll zip tie it here, and it'll be coiled up around the spark plug wire. Fairly simple. We may go ahead and just start here, just because that would probably be the easiest. Okay, I didn't notice the camera gimbal messed up, but that's what I did. Wrapped it around 5 times, zip tied it back to itself. And I'm going to go ahead and zip tie down to the spark plug wire, and we'll find a place to route this where we don't have a bunch of loose wire just dangling to get caught on something, and we'll get this box mounted to the other side. I guess before we get too far, we need to make sure this thing works. $28.90, $2,900. Okay, now it goes to the hours. Wonder if it just automatically goes to RPM. Yep. Right to RPM. But we did enter our service hours, and it'll keep track. I'm sure once we shut this off. Yep, it reverted right back to hours. So RPMs will be running or on while it's running. There may be a way to change that. I don't know how just yet. That would be a cool spot for it, but that's going to get really hot. That's kind of down out of the way. You definitely want to keep it away from heat. I think for now we just may go ahead and just put it right here on the side of this battery box. I think would be best. Eventually, I don't know, we may drill and tap this rectangle tube right here and mount it there on the side. This put on. Again, this Velcro is probably just temporary, more than likely, because I would imagine it's not going to stick and hold like we want it to. Okay, quick and easy. That's got plenty of slack in it. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick all this up or not. It's on hours right now. I'm going to start it, and we should go to RPMs. Let me make sure I have it on the right program. That seems like a high RPM. 1P2R, that's it. Off. Okay, now it's off. It'll kick back on when we fire this thing back up. All right, so quick and easy install. I mean, the induction style or the vibration style, either one of them is pretty simple. The vibration ones are probably even easier because most of them do just have tape on them, and you pretty much stick it wherever on the engine where it's going to vibrate, and yeah, it's going to start counting up time for you. This one, a little more elaborate just because you do have the service reminder on it and the RPMs as well as the hour meter. But again, it was like $12, $14 for it. Literally took, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes to hook up. But I really think most of you should have some sort of hour meter on your small engines just because it's a good reminder. And it's, I don't know, you start having issues with an engine, you can see overall, you know, how many hundreds of hours you have on it, hopefully. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.